Hi, I'll have 2 large coffees, both black and dark roast. We've been on the road since about 5:45. We grabbed a coffee first thing, and now we're in Quebec. And because we ended up staying in Ontario last night, we lost basically about 4 hours and 45 minutes. So we're now going to be doing about 13 to 14 hours driving today in order to get to Waskaganish. Waskaganish is a small Cree village on the coast of James Bay, and that's where we're headed. Next time we get gas, I think we should probably wash the windshield. Look at all the fog.
500 meters, turn left onto Route 105 North.
Going north, baby. Going north.
Yeah, we're going north, all right. Yeah. Believe it or not, that's the sun up there. It is so foggy right now. So we just pulled off the highway. We're about 80 kilometers roughly before Val-d'Or. I just thought I'd take the opportunity to show you that on the back of the van, we've got our hitch rack. This rack, it just literally plugs into our trailer hitch, and it's got a hinge here so that you can kind of lift this up out of the way, but because of our spare tire on the back, we can't actually do that. But on there, we've just got 2 jerry cans filled with gas. Each one of these are 20 liters, so 40 liters total. So this is about half a tank of gas. So far we've covered 347 kilometers, and we're still a little above half. So between our tank and the half a tank we have on the back, we should be good to go for any of the long stretches that we need to make on this trip between gas stations. How are you doing back there?
God, want some ginger ale?
No thanks, I'll stick to the coffee for now.
So we're in Val-d'Or and we have to get gas. What are you gonna say?
I don't know. I have to practice my French. And I'm not sure that I want to practice it on camera.
Good luck, baby.
Merci beaucoup.
How did it go? Are you bilingual?
Oh, went good, but she immediately realized that I was an Anglophone and switched to English. And her English wasn't great, but it was way better than my French. I still did my best to respond in French, and it worked out. She was super nice older lady, so
that's awesome.
Good. Got some laughs from the people behind me at the cash as well. Whatever.
On our way again?
On the road again. So we left Val-d'Or about an hour and a half ago. We're on our way currently to Matagami, I think it's pronounced. And the further north we get, the bumpier and rougher the roads are getting. Luckily, they're still paved though. So far, the only traffic we've been seeing for quite some time is just the odd transport truck that is coming towards us. Doesn't seem to be anybody else going the same direction as us. Oh well, their loss.
Yeah.
Oh, he does not like that we're here. Sorry, little guy, we didn't mean to scare you.
Aww. And here we are at Matagami.
We're gonna have to figure out how to say that. Bienvenue, welcome, and Washiya, which I assume is Cree for welcome. Probably pronounced wrong.
Probably. The arena, the hotel.
Yeah.
That must be the town hall.
All right, well, I guess I will pull over somewhere and we're gonna give Ken a call. Ken is a gentleman that I've been talking to in Waskaganish, who's actually been trying to help arrange the next little bit of our trip for us, and a little bit of a tour of their village tomorrow, as well as our trip out into the bay to visit some islands of Nunavut. So I'm going to give him a call to let him know that we are not going to be able to make it there by 5 o'clock because we got, unfortunately, such a late start, since we were supposed to start yesterday, but we didn't. So this looks like a good place to pull over. Rue de la Baie James, kilometer 0. So this is the James Bay Road. This goes almost the full length of James Bay up to Radisson, I believe it's called. Up in the northern part of James Bay, right before it turns into Hudson's Bay. I think it's like around 600 or 700 kilometers, and apparently it's a fairly rough road, but a relatively enjoyable drive if you like driving in incredibly remote places and bouncing around a lot. We're not going to be taking it the full way, just part way and then turning off to go toward Waskaganish.
Very good. You didn't tell me anything about the rough roads.
I gotta keep some secrets.
Yeah.
This is the Bell River, apparently, at kilometer 2 of the James Bay Road, just past we asked, and I forget already, Matagami?
Yeah.
Yeah, Matagami. Matagami is the proper way to pronounce that. So we just passed an RV, a little larger one than ours, going the other way, going south, and looks like they blew a tire. There was big pieces of the tire all over the place. And they had a tow truck there who had helped them jack up the rear end and put on a new one. So it's a bit of a humbling sight. So we're doing really well so far, but I guess it's a good idea that we stay cautious because you never know what might happen. Good thing we've got the full-size spare on the back just in case, and we have our own jack. So if something does happen, we can take care of it ourselves. So we just pulled off the road for a moment. We just wanted to show you basically the whole way so far. Every, 10, 15 kilometers, there's a road that goes into the woods just like this. And they're basically logging roads. Most of the transport trucks that we've been seeing lately are just hauling lumber. And these are the reasons. So we figured we'd just walk down just for a second. You don't want to go too far on a road like this because you never know when a truck might drive out. But we'll be quick and careful and just take a look to see what we can see. The black flies are getting pretty bad out here right at the moment. But otherwise, it's gorgeous. A little cooler than it was back home, but not by too much. The air just smells and feels so fresh. It's interesting because while you're driving down the road, it looks as though there's just nothing but forest for miles and miles and miles. But then whenever you look down some of these roads, you realize that there's actually a lot of trees missing back here. It's almost like a wall of trees are left to give the impression that there's still nothing but wilderness. But then just past the trees, there's just tons and tons of, I guess some would probably call it devastation, some would call it progress. Depends on your perspective, I suppose. Whereas all these trees here hide all this from the road. But then as soon as you get past them, there's huge swaths of forest that are just kind of not here anymore. We need lumber. Gotta build houses. So I just got back in the van, and these are all the black flies that followed me in. They're pretty intense out there. I would estimate that there is probably about 45 billion black flies currently on this window and buzzing all around us. Oh yeah, look at them out here. I don't know if you can see all that. It's hard, but yeah, they're everywhere. It's ridiculous. But if you don't like the bugs, nature is probably not the best place for you. But wow, is it ever nature here. Before we get to the turn.
That's right.
Yeah, I have no idea. Not sure we want to find out. No. Waskaganish. 102 kilometers this way.
Another 102 kilometers.
Yep. Here we go. Gravel now.
Yay?
Yay.
What's this remind you of?
The road?
Yeah.
The Dempster Highway.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Dempster Highway runs from Dawson City until Inuvik in the Northwest Territories. We did that last summer, and it was like this for 732 kilometers. This is exactly like that.
And the amount of dust, I don't know that you can see that, but you can just smell the dust, like you can taste it. And oh, the cleaning we had to do in the van after that road. Okay, so this is a little nerve-wracking. The sun is in such a spot that we can't really see the road very well, and like the trees are too short to block the sun.
We can't see the road, we can't see the potholes. This is exciting.
We can't see oncoming vehicles.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Looks like another forest fire.
Man, that happens a lot up here, right?
Does the sunglasses work better or worse?
No, they seem to be worse.
Yeah. It's funny, we're on a gravel road and I'm much more relaxed on this road than I was the other one.
Yeah, it's true, right?
Yeah.
The other one was way more bumpy.
Yeah. Remember I said this was the best road we've been on? It changed.
For the past half hour or so, Paula's been on animal watch because I'm so busy watching the road I can't watch for animals at this time of night. And especially when you're in this remote of a location, there could be moose, there could be deer, there could be bears, there could be anything jumping out in front of you.
We only have about, I think, maybe about 18 kilometers left, I think.
Yeah, something like that, so we should be there shortly.
Hopefully we'll get there before it gets completely dark.
Speaking about dark, it's already 10 minutes after 10 at night, and the sky's still relatively lit up.
Yeah.
Like we have our headlights on, but I mean, even if I were to shut them off, it doesn't make much of a difference, as you can see.
Yeah.
So, we're obviously fairly north.
.30 kilometers an hour now. That dropped down, eh?
Did it ever? From 100. So apparently the 30 is not too important if the locals are passing me while I'm still doing 40.
And I believe that was a municipal car too. It had a big logo on the side of it. So now you know where you're going once we are in here, right?
Basically, we're gonna go past all of this industrial kind of stuff, and then past a police station, the gathering place, which I think is like their community center or something like that, and then right at the school, we're gonna turn right. So this is town by the looks of things. Would have been nice to have been coming in here in daylight, but oh well.
That's the story of our lives.
Yeah, that sure is. Rupert River Sports Complex.
Sports complex.
That's funny, and it's in English too.
It is.
Yeah, weird. Everything's been in French for so long now. That might be the gas station over there on the left.
Yep, that sure looks like it.
Not looking forward to finding out what the prices are. So
Yeah.
this is probably the police station.
Whoa, pothole. Whoa, that's a big one.
Sure is. Gathering place.
Gathering place. Is that the school down in there?
I'm not sure. This says school zone. Oh yeah, here's a bunch of little kids. Man, it's 10:30 on a Wednesday.
Yeah, so just...
We're getting a lot of looks.
I bet we are. I think this is the school, hun.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's the fence, so we need to turn right here then. gosh, you have to see the stop signs. Take a shot of that stop sign.
Oh yeah.
It's a trilingual sign. So we made it. We are just on the outskirts of Waskaganish. We traveled through the town and we were given directions to, they call it the water intake road, but basically it's right on the edge of Rupert River, which is what you can sort of see in the distance there. And this is the mouth of the river and it opens up into James Bay. High tide is at 5:30 in the morning. That's probably around the time that we'll be waking up, maybe a little before we wake up tomorrow morning. So hopefully the weather holds out and we get a nice view here. We are parked right here and probably pull the curtains down in a little bit and then get some shut-eye because we've got a nice long day tomorrow. We're gonna go out into the bay and visit Nunavut. Are you glad we're here?
I'm glad we're stopped, yes. I still feel like we're bouncing though.
Yeah, I know. I think we'll feel like that for a bit.
Yeah,
Pretty nice view though, eh?
yeah, it's gorgeous.